I felt pretty good about my first few practices, and I was hopeful that Coach felt the same way when he called me into his office. I knew he was right, but I was still eager to get some playing time in and put the skills I already had to their first test. Thankfully, preseason was right around the corner.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
That ties the game.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 14.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
It is good. Makes the score Packers 21, Browns 10.
1st and 10. Estes. This is caught by Malik Turner. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For Alan Lazard. Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Estes. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Packers, 1st down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger. On 1st down, Estes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They find some open field here. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, 75 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Estes. He'll get this to Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Jake Kumaro, 33 yards. And they'll try to run the option here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's a 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Dillon. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Estes steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard. Ready. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
After the game, my mentor grabbed some time with me. And one thing I learned about the NFL immediately was after one game ends, the true pros start focusing on recuperation and prep work for the next game. So, that's exactly what I did. It wasn't glamorous, but all the work I put in behind the scenes led to future success.
Gentlemen, you saw exactly what I saw, did. Their offense has been talking smack about us all week. All week. Let's go out here and have ain't nothing worse than being a hero and not say bye. And we never know just when it's our time and legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, let's I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I wasn't blessed with no defense. Don't know how to win. I wanted to flex and go. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf.
one's for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
At the end of the year, I met with Coach to talk about how my season on the practice squad had gone. Little did I know, I was going to end up having to make a career-altering decision. It was discouraging to hear that Coach didn't know when my time would come, but I was convinced that in time I would prove that I was worthy of becoming a starter.
Next up, we've got a guy who's finally getting his chance to step back into the spotlight, really for the first time since his illustrious college days, as one half of everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids. I watched him play all the way back in his high school days when the Heartbreak Kids hype was at its peak, and let me tell you, this kid can play. Unfortunately, he's hit quite a few roadblocks throughout his young career. Now keep in mind, he didn't play high school football until his junior year.
When I used to dream of getting my big break in the league, getting promoted by a new coach trying to shake up his roster, that was not on my list. But I was glad to take the opportunity. I was so grateful that Coach believed in me enough to give me the opportunity to try and turn things around for the team. You know, I've been waiting for the chance to make a splash and prove I belong in the NFL. I was feeling pretty good. I knew I had earned my opportunity to make my first regular season start, but as you would expect, I started to feel those nerves yet again. Guess who was there for me? Hearing that from one of our best players was encouraging. If he had nerves before his first game, it was reasonable that I would too. Plus, it was clear that he wasn't concerned with how it would affect me.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, Estes, slant to Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the option. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Good for a Green Bay Packer.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Score Niners 10, Packers 7.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Packers. DeMarcus Robinson. First down, Estes. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams. Throwing on first down. Estes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packer. Off play action. Estes sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Flush to his right. They'll try and run him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. First and 10. Estes looking deep for Adams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his second TD of the game. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Davante Adams.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looking deep for Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 33 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Packers.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. Eric Armstead brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Aaron Jones on the carry. Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That's good.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun on 3rd down. Estes eluding, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys... They'll start with the option. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. How about that? Their quarterback. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are pouring it on. First down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check out. 56. Mike. 56. That's what I do.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
The quarterback runs it.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Niners' 31-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Mike 56.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Jones on the stop. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run right on the option. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing. Off the bootleg. Estes. They'll roll him out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, pick your game up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down.
One of the signs you've made it in the NFL is when you're up behind that podium answering questions during a post-game press conference. To be honest, during my first one, I wasn't even thinking enough to be nervous. And that might have been a good thing. My response was mostly reflexive as the adrenaline was still buzzing through my system, but rewatching the interview again later, I realized the meaning of what I'd unconsciously said. See, football is as much a mental sport as a physical one.
today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin,
first down. Estes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Estes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Estes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Estes. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Estes forced out to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Here's Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Goal at the Vikings 3-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Off the play fake, Estes. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Estes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Yo! Throwing on 1st down, Estes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Aaron Jones.
Off play action, Estes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Estes. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, Estes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Estes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Intended for Jake Butt. Incomplete.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
At the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Estes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Looking to throw. Estes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On 1st down, Estes. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash. Check three.
From the gun, Estes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Estes. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Estes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Estes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Estes. And that is incomplete.
Estes' pass, intended for DeMarcus Robinson, incomplete.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Noah Spence in on the stop.
His own 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
To throw on 2nd down. Estes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
That's the end.
Back now at Lambeau. The Packers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, and guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And out across midfield down to the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Estes over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Estes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing on 1st down. Estes. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter. Picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
13 yards, 1st down Packers. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Operating from the gun. Estes, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by...
first down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Aaron Jones,
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Smith on the tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. Estes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
6-yard.
Offensive line out. They're going to protect you. Really nice job, but when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw. Estes. Being chased. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off.
There were some incredible players this year. Tommy Matthews, for instance, had a spectacular season. But it's the other half of the Heartbreak Kids that really stood out, mainly because he didn't quite live up to his counterpart on the field. These two guys have been battling it out as frenemies since high school, and that rivalry doesn't seem to be dissipating anytime soon. Tommy clearly outclassed his friend in the early stages of their career, kind of like Peter Schrager and I, only in this case, I'm Tommy. But seriously, even though Tommy may have the upper hand at this stage, I wouldn't count out his other half just yet. We've seen what he's capable of as a game changer in the past. So, if he can keep growing as a player, I think this rivalry can even out, unlike the one Peter and I have.
Despite an up and down into the season, contract negotiations were painless. I was just happy to be sticking around long term. And after the deal was done, it was a moment to reflect on everything that had happened. The season had just ended, but I couldn't wait to put the pads back on.
After that, your career was off and running.
At the end of the day, the contract they presented was more than enough, and I was happy to continue playing for the team. I left the office that day feeling good about the years and the games ahead.
As players get into the later stages of their career, oftentimes it's an injury that leads to retirement.
After an injury like that, it takes some time to regain the strength to push the ball down the field.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? This means you go first and you go second. Does that make sense? Make sure you do. Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week.
With the playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning this week, or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was, without a doubt, one of the toughest decisions of my career. With the playoff game in just a few days, everyone was waiting to find out if I'd be returning this week, or if I'd hold off and hope for a win so I could possibly return in a later round. It was, without a doubt, one of the toughest decisions of my career.